We're live.
I know. I know. And we go. The feeling's going strong. Got this thing to carry on. Carry on a Monday. Monday it is. Got the feel going strong. I kid. Greetings, Earthlings. I'm gonna get in mood. So, as you can see for the topic, what's the topic? Oh, the U.S. government confirms UFOs. So, for those of you, I'm like, what are we talking about? Yeah, I knew it was something in terms of that, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on. But one of these things that got like thrown out there and didn't bring awareness to it that much is how the U.S. government confirmed that they have encountered UFOs.
They're just calling it something different now.
What do they call it?
Now it's not a UFO, it's a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Branding, marketing.
Sound like a fart.
No, you're just passing wind. See?
You know what they say about farts, what they are, right?
What?
They're the dead spirit leaving your body from the animals that you eat.
And what if you don't eat animals?
Yes, you do, because the plants also eat stuff that goes into the earth.
Interesting.
So technically, we're all are carnivores, if you really want to think about it. Because the plants absorb the nutrients from humans, animals, all the stuff that dies and go to the ground. That's a whole different conversation.
Next time.
To next time. But let's get into it. Because we have, I don't know. But let's pull up the article
first. Okay, article first.
What is second?
Now I got so many things up.
Yeah, one job, man.
Now I don't know which one it is.
Let's restart this.
Boom.
There we go. They got the video and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit. Let's show that. Show the video. Is there any sounds? Or what do they say about it?
No, there's no sound, but I can get sound. Just have to share it again. We're going to get you some sound. Share audio. Here we go.
It's pretty cool.
There's a world.
But first, a commercial.
This is one of like medical things.
Where everyone has access to information, education, opportunity.
Let's go. Jeez.
When everyone and everything is connected.
Okay, first, the Cisco and the other Cisco.
The bridge talks.
Here we go.
So that's footage of what they call UAP, really UFO. And look what happened. You saw that? It went into the water.
I thought it disappeared.
Nah, it went into the water. That's another one.
This one's been going around a lot.
Just like the thing from Halo. Was it Bungie?
In June, they kind of already have, unless they're talking about June last year.
June didn't even happen this year yet.
It says they will declassify in June. I'm thinking it was June last year because it's like everywhere now.
Against the wind. The wind is 120 knots to the west.
Very interesting. On CNN, of all places.
No, this is the place where it needs to be because CNN is now providing information.
There's a world where
what's that?
every one of us is connected.
That's
Everyone.
the next video.
Everywhere.
Oh, okay. That's the next one for you. But yeah, it's very, very interesting at these times. This times because, of course, the main thing that's going on right now is this pandemic. And then it was like, oh, let's throw this UFO thing out there.
Mhm.
Let's confirm activities of these things that happened years ago
Right.
that has been denied validity up to this moment.
I wonder how all the people feel who got like abducted and told that they were crazy and they went through like years and decades of therapy and now the government's like, oh yeah, they were right.
It reminded me of How to Make a Murder? Remember that with the kid who didn't kill him?
Yeah.
He didn't do the killing, but he's like, the guy kept questioning him like, all right, we just want the truth now. We don't want to lie. So he's like, I didn't kill him. All right, we want to get the truth. Now, and like they kept this bar hitting him until he finally just admitted it.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I didn't do anything. Oh, so you showed up. You killed the killer.
Oh, that's a crazy one. Netflix, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot of curious questions. One is like one question is why did they wait up to this moment to disclose it? Two, what's happening now?
Mhm.
Because especially for a lot of us who are either in religion or spirituality and stuff like that, a lot of the religion teachings never talk about UFOs. They never talk about, or you found potential proof that they do.
I just Googled it. It's like, does the Bible make reference to UFOs? And they pulled up some things that were said in Revelations and Ezekiel about flying chariots and what was it, flying scrolls? I don't know. Who knows?
But that for me, because Revelations in the Bible is mostly about the apocalypse, in which the rapture happened and Jesus coming back to save humanity. And was it the beast arise from hell? The three-headed
I wonder
dragon?
if the beast is an alien.
You know what I think?
What?
I feel like the aliens was like, yo, you better tell them or we're going to start showing up. Because it's like, why all of a sudden now to disclose the information? It's very fascinating. But then people say, if aliens are real, why don't they show themselves fully and stuff like that? And my rebuttal to that is, do you see what we do to each other? And we're human. We're all human. So do you feel like aliens would be ready to like show themselves?
Interesting. Very interesting.
So what was the next thing you wanted to show?
Oh, good old David Wilcock. Let's see. Let's find him. Let's find him.
It's right there. It says David Wilcock.
Thanks. Here we go. Oh, did I share audio? Let me just double check that for y'all. I want to make sure that you can hear it. Share screen, share audio, and this guy.
this is a very visually rich section. So you can't get more authentic than military.com if you want to know what the military is doing. So here we go. Here's military.com. And the Pentagon says that the video release of pyramid-shaped UFOs is authentic. So, unbelievable. Government officials have confirmed that recently released videos showing triangular objects flying off the coast of San Diego are real. And here it is, military.com. It says it's prompted a plethora of questions. And then down here, in a report last month, a former national intelligence official said a forthcoming government report will reveal difficult to explain evidence surrounding UFO sightings. So pyramid-shaped UFOs, what in...
There you have it.
Aliens. All these things that are coming out. We're in some interesting times right now. Pretty much the revelation of what's going on, of the aliens. I just want to hear what the response is going to be. I'm very intrigued to find out about, like I say, on the religious side of now what, like the title says. The government confirmed that there's UFO activity. What they didn't confirm is whether or not this is human or extraterrestrial beings or out-galactic beings. But come on. Because if humans can build stuff like this, why isn't it there abundance more of this? But also it's sort of like the Iron Man thing. Somebody has the Iron Man suit, where they build a bunch of them, or they just keep it to themselves. And why the government kept the secret so long?
Interesting.
This and a bunch of other secrets, but that's a different topic. Another day.
Another show.
Yeah, another show as well to talk about that. But you have to really think, because some common sense thing, really to slow it down, is do you really think we're the only planet that has live beings on it? Live people and animals and things? This is it? There's a galaxy of different planets in ours, but then there's an abundance of all these different infinite galaxies out there that we can't even see. We haven't even been able to visit. But to really think that it's just us here, come on.
Isn't that a universal form of narcissism?
Is it? We only can do with the information that we receive. But what's starting to happen is more awareness of what's already been happening of this expansive, vast universe. And we're just catching up. But us catching up, we're not even at the tip of the iceberg. Where they said 75% of the ocean hasn't been discovered yet. I want to know what the hell's in the other 75%.
The Kraken.
And even the moon. We were talking about that before when they went to visit the moon. We haven't been up there since that first one, back in the day. No humans decided to go to the moon again. I wonder why.
They just go to the space station.
I wonder why. I wonder what they seen on the moon.
Probably something that told them not to come back.
Yo. Yo, son. Then it was like, what you doing around here, boy? Oh man, we gotta lock our shuttle locks.
Oh my gosh. Crossing the crater.
I saw this thing too, and I was like, yo, I feel like it's so true. They say, what if us being here on the Earth is a reality TV show for all the other galaxies to watch us?
I think so.
I think so too, because it's very entertaining down here.
Oh yeah. And they just, sprinkle a little COVID, make it more interesting. Sprinkle do a little Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Sandy. Let's, mix it up a little bit.
Like a universal survey.
Mhm.
It's like a universal vote. The fans have spoken for this season. We're gonna have it. Oh, somebody mentioned the Truman Show. Hell yeah.
Yes.
The Truman Show movie, it brings so much like awareness to, I feel like it's like true. Like we all are living our own Truman Show anyway.
Yeah.
But the question is, who's watching us?
Mm.
It brings so much like. Oh, yeah, Alan Garrett.
Oh, yeah, you get it.
But yeah, sure. The Truman Show, I truly feel that. Like that type of thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes in moments, I just be thinking like, what if this is like a Truman Show? And I'm the only person who don't know like it's a whole TV show going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the person who they did the TV show on. Talk about narcissistic, but like just thinking like this whole reality thing's going on and like, oh, hey there. People have cameras everywhere and stuff. Like Hopper. Hopper comes with a little camera.
But I mean, if we break it down, it is from our perspective. It's just not everybody's watching.
My show is narrated by Morgan Freeman. And Dell decided to go to the bathroom to relieve himself. He had some corn in his excrement today.
Oh my gosh. There was a Will Ferrell movie like that too, right?
What?
Like I know.
Like what?
Like the Truman Show, but he was being narrated out loud.
No, that's Click with Adam Sandler. The remote.
No.
He was actually narrated by James Earl Jones.
Now I want to find out. A movie where Will Ferrell was being narrated. Bring somebody else.
Harold Crick?
What? Oh, Stranger Than Fiction.
I've never even seen this before.
Oh.
It's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. Then we shall watch it.
Netflix and chill?
Stranger Than Fiction. Yeah, that sounds like what the world is like today. It's like you can't make this shit up.
Huh. Yeah, man. It's the unfoldment. It's pretty cool though. Because we have a choice when the unfoldment's happening.
Yeah.
But like I just can't wait to like do some live with some aliens.
Maybe we already have.
Oh yeah. The Gondors. I said that to Jaden. That was funny. Because he said something about the aliens. What did he say? He's like, oh yeah, he's like, aliens are real because he saw something on YouTube. But he's like, I don't think I've ever seen them. I said, Jaden, you probably came across so many kid aliens, you just didn't even know it. But they just played such a good like illusion that they're not.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. And some of us now are playing good illusions that we're not extra dimensional beings. But we feel like we're human. Just a human.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Just.
Oh yeah. Remember I said, just imagine when you transition on from here, you wake up and there's a bunch of different like extra dimensional beings around you.
Mm-hmm.
So they ask you like, hey, so how was that hit? How was the hit of that stuff? So like you took a hit of something so potent that for like whatever amount of years you was living the life as a human being.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty cool. Like, oh, so how was it? Like, what? So you want to try it again? No.
Y and G say that Jaden's probably an alien. He's a starseed baby. So there you go. That's so funny. I wonder if there's an alien.
But the thing too, because like with this coming also to the presence of the aliens and things like that, I'm pretty sure people are thinking like, oh my God, these UFOs, if they are aliens, are they nice ones? Are they the mean ones from Independence Day where it's like go to all these different parts of the world, and at the synchronistic time, boom, was July 4th. They blew up everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or like ET. Yeah. Oh.
What was interesting that you said is that the government confirmed UFOs or UAPs, but it didn't necessarily confirm aliens.
Yeah. So let's go storm Area 51 again and see what's up.
Right? I think that was the big marketing campaign to have this all go down a little bit easier and be more digestible. So? That's where it started. It wasn't Joe Rogan like everybody else said. It was planted information. Joe Rogan was influenced.
Like slowly getting us there. To eventually just let it all.
This comment. Right. I mean, like, were we here while the dinosaurs were here? Not so sure. If were the dinosaurs aliens?
What came first, the dinosaurs or aliens? Chicken or the egg type of thing.
All right.
You ever saw the show Prometheus? What's it called? Prometheus and Bob?
Yeah.
Remember that with the alien and the caveman? And who was the monkey?
Yes. So that was all a hint. So Independence Day was actually the plant, according to Y&G. They're coming on July 4th, so they'll be here this July 4th, I guess.
Cool. It's going to be a pretty lit cookouts going on.
We'll have some extra dimensional fireworks.
Yeah. You think, like, I'm going to roast my s'mores on some alien rays.
Honey, can you pass me the laser gun, please?
But it's like, I'm still just wondering, just like how other people were wondering too, like what type of aliens are here or these ones doing it. Can you imagine it's like sightseeing? It was a meme too about that. It's sort of like how, like, if you drive to like unsafe areas, you feel more like called to be more secure, like lock your doors, don't look any way like this, and like look straight and get past it with the least amount of interactions possible.
Yeah.
So these UFOs, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And they come through. They come through like, yep.
Don't stare at the humans.
Yeah.
They might ask you for money.
Oh, that's messed up. That is messed. Wow.
That is messed up.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Comment. Keith said all this information is coming out now. Is being used as a distraction from other things happening and coming to the surface. Of course. Thank you for reminding us of the game, with the magician who's like, hey, look over here while all this stuff is going on over here. Oh, by the way, Jolly Man Jim made the July 4th comment. Thank you for clarifying, and welcome Jolly Man Jim to the conversation.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the distractions and that stuff, but it's like the opposite. They've been forcing so much, like especially in the news, talking more about the COVID and things like that. Mm-hmm. They've been like a little bit of stuff about the aliens, but not too much. There's like, oh, COVID, mm-hmm. Aliens, mm-hmm. COVID, like that.
Yeah, I think it might be calming down a little bit. Now that they've gotten a sufficient amount of the population to vaccinate themselves. So I think the agenda has been pushed, and this is just my personal opinion. Love you.
Agenda? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by agenda?
Well, so what I know from marketing is that in marketing campaigns, you have an objective. So there are a lot of propaganda and things out there, and again directing people's attentions to one thing while something else is going on, right? So what's the point? Well, what the point is that we see that there's a lot of stuff going on in the economy, meaning cryptocurrency and all of these things going on, like There's this big explosion in the cryptocurrency market, and even the regular stock market with like AMC and GameStop and stuff like that. And it's like they covered all the stuff up really quick about how the market was actually being manipulated by COVID vaccines now. COVID vaccines. Don't look over there. COVID vaccines. So it's like, there's a lot of balls in the air. That's not what she said, but just letting you know.
That is what she said. She was having a great party. That's a good perspective as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do a different perspective.
What's your perspective?
I mean, it may be an agenda. It may not be an agenda. Just know there's a lot of stuff coming out right now. And synchronistically also, collectively, it's a whole lot of stuff coming out with us individually as well, of us transmuting ourselves and shifting our own thing. So it only makes sense because we're getting more deeper into our beingness that's going to reflect to this collective world. But what's happening is like, all right, the universe is like, all right, let's throw this one thing here. This one event that's happening. You're going to take it for however you're going to take it, but it's helping everybody to evolve. So it's like here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. But it makes sense that how all of this is happening in this time right now, because it's the powerful acceleration that's going on with all of us just evolving like crazy. There's so many people now doing inner work. If you Google right now, if you go to Google, which is crazy, I remember on Kyle C's mentioned that if you look up how do I, you look up how do I, look what the first thing that popped up.
How do I learn to love myself?
So
people are looking.
All this stuff that's happening is bringing awareness to this point of people are actually Googling how to love themselves more. Right.
Which, if we take the concept of the way that you do one thing is the way that you do everything, this, the having people look in one direction while something else is actually being accomplished, I think that applies here as well. I mean, if we just go even more macro, the universe is like creating all these things to go on, but at the same time, we are evolving.
Yeah.
It's just that the micro story happens to be in the news, and the micro way that it's playing out can be seen in different narratives that people can just observe or make up.
I was like, when things like this happen, in which things get challenged. So let's say like things that were told to us as the truth or whatever is starting to be challenged, because the truth can be challenged, and at the end of the day, the truth is still the truth no matter what. But there's a lot of things that are going to be challenged, and it's still going to, or starting to get challenged and will continue to get challenged, that if it's not the truth, it's not going to be able to hold up.
Oh, are you challenging what you said last time?
What?
That there are infinite truths?
There is. But like these things get to expand more or have a choice with infinite truths out there. But it's like, what is the universal truth? The universal truth that actually allows us to come together as this cohesive one divine entity that we all are. So that's what I'm talking about, like coming to that truth. And the process of coming to that truth, the ones that kept us from coming to this is starting to be challenged now even more. Like even like the race thing out there that's happened, like the race challenge and vaccine challenge, everything. There's a lot of stuff that's really being challenged to help bring us together. But I'm excited because the Google, number one Google thing is, how do I fall in love with myself more? So it seems that this codependent energy that was so pumped into us, and a lot of companies actually use that as a tool to make money off of people's codependent energy, is starting to shift. It's a tipping scale. Before, look up how do I drink X amount of whatever, whatever it could be. But it's pretty cool. And also from my live conversations with people as well, a lot of people are doing some deep work, like emotions and things happening with them that they're bringing awareness to. But also bringing this awareness, they are becoming more accepting of how they were brought up, how what things happen in the moment, but also more compassion into their life, more compassion for friends, for family, for a lot of people. Because with the COVID thing, it's like, yo, this is thing out there that's killing people. And that conversation of death is a very interesting conversation because a lot of people don't want to go there. But this is actually helping people to start to take that step and go there, to have those conversations and bring that awareness to it. But then also now it's like the aliens. What if we're the aliens and they're just coming back to collect rent?
Comment. Tons of stuff is coming to the surface to be released because we are shifting into this higher vibration. It is inevitable. The lower vibrational crap can't exist in a higher vibrational world. So true. So true. And self-love is embodied in connection to source. When you're connected to source, you know that love for self and the love for all. So when you are connected to source, you know the love for self and the love for all. There we go. Very well put. Connecting to source is love in its purest form because we are source. So therefore, we are love.
That's even a good conversation to have too. We have to do a topic on that with the vibration thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because like for one person, I feel that for one person, there what could be considered a high vibration could be different than what another person considers a high vibration.
Mm-hmm.
So is high vibration a one universal term for what's considered that, or is it based upon whatever their belief is in the moment that is a high vibration or a low vibration?
Yes.
You think so?
As in what you said, all the stuff that you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Aw, yes, I could tell. I could totally tell. Yeah, I think it's just like saying that there's relative and absolute.
Go on.
In mathematics, you have absolute zero. So everything relative to zero. -1 is 1 in absolute terms. 1 is also 1 in absolute terms.
Absolute terms of math? Well, absolute terms are term. Absolute term is a math thing?
Mm-hmm.
Which math was that?
Mm-hmm.
All I know is like 2 + 2 is 4.
And also you have functions where you have different relative points, that are approaching different relative points, and you measure that. So there's all kinds of stuff. Ooh, the highest vibration is love. Love it. Ha ha, get it?
Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Insert witty banter here.
Insert who?
Witty banter.
Oh, that's the person who said that.
Yes, it was witty banter who said that. And we are an expanding universe so that the highest love is constantly expanding. I think I got that right. Let me know if I did.
That's a curious question too. Yeah, I totally agree with that. With love.
Form, got it. Thank
Love
you.
is the highest form.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like Do you feel like the game of life is to discover that form in every moment, the love in every moment? Because that's what it is, like love. That's what evidence. Higher. Let me go back. The higher power of your understanding,
Yes.
love.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel like the game is getting back into that space of love, but also to be able to see love in all the experiences. So pretty much seeing all the experiences, how the higher power would see every experience and stuff, and even interactions with everyone else.
Seeing and being.
Yeah, the love. So like the people that could potentially trigger you the most or get you upset, being able to see the love for even those people, and even willingly just give the love.
How do you?
How do what?
How do you give love?
By just being it.
Okay. So why use the word give? Why not just be?
But it's like a infinite thing going on at the same time. Giving, receiving,
Uh-huh.
stepping out of my own way. And this is something I worked with and I integrated. And it's like having I used to have a hierarchy of who deserved love and who didn't deserve love.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nah, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve love. You don't deserve that shit.
Mm.
But like those are the people who actually deserves the most love. The ones who like need love the most. And also sometimes that love is like, yo, you gotta clean up your shit.
Comment. As Abraham Hicks says, when you're connected to source, you can do no harm to one another. So if we can all get into a place where we're able to send love to all, even those you don't agree with, we'll create a world full of peace, love, and connection.
I gotta read that again. That was pretty potent.
That was really potent.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. You know, I want to throw a hypothesis out there. I didn't even know this would happen from this conversation. We're supposed to talk about aliens. I like to throw a hypothesis out there just to see how it resonates with people as well. And especially us who are on this path of self-realization or this path of divine union with source and really integrating that relationship more into our lives. Do you feel, and this is how I feel about it, is like it's simple. Well, for me it's simple, but yet it's so hard. And the formula is treat every situation as how source will handle the situation. And by doing so, it actually allows you to experience that deeper connection. It's like the more you actually can be able to do that in your life, the deeper this relationship with source starts to happen. That's my hypothesis out there. I'm doing it for myself. It's working, but it's just something that I want to throw out there just to see if it resonates for anybody else. That type of thing, like a simple formula compared to like, oh my god, I gotta like do a million ohm chance or whatever to have this experience with God, compared to, oh, let me just be in the experience how source and God will be in this experience. And the way that I do it for myself, I ask the question to myself and I get a response. Like, how would the infinite creator handle the situation?
That's really interesting because I also have a very similar practice, but I come to it from the other angle, which is I come to it from my human angle. And I say, well, how do I feel? And if I'm feeling something, then I get to be with that and I get to find the love in that, or I get to be the love for that.
Yeah. And even with that, which is pretty cool, that's a great way too. So like when those things come up, like let's say emotions that come up in me,
Mm-hmm.
I ask myself that question as well. how would the infinite creator be with this situation? Whatever it may be. And what's start to happen, which is like is mind-boggling. It'll bring me back to certain moments of feeling these emotions. And we all had that when a certain moment triggers you and reminds you of an experience that brought some emotions and may it cause some harm to you. But actually asking that question of how the infinite creator would like be in a situation, and what starts to happen is I get to go back in the situation and get to be whatever was needed for me in that moment, whether it was like a friend, whether it was a parent, whether it was a lover, like all these different things, and I get to like actually be in the space for that. And then what happens is the narrative starts to shift with it. It's like it's like a butterfly effect, like going back in time energetically, and I shifted the energy with it. And then the cool thing about it that happens is when I think about that situation, it completely morphed.
Mm-hmm. I find the same thing happens in the present. When I'm fully immersed in love, the way that I remember things is different.
Oh yeah.
So I think it works both ways.
Yeah. It's like whatever, like we say all the time, infinite ways is the same destination.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, from that love space, being able to look at stuff from that love space,
Mm-hmm.
compared to looking at that from the triggered or traumatic space,
Mm-hmm.
it's a different ball game. It's also like with output, like when you do the output for whatever you are looking to create, creating from a place of that as the anchor, the love and that infinite and connection, the source, and going out and creating from there, compared to creating from a scarcity or being afraid or all these other stuff. Like coming from that space, it's like a different output.
Yeah.
It was a perfect example over the weekend, like for you. Like you had to finish your creation.
Mm-hmm. Still not done.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm still not done with that creation.
Yeah, but just like how you were when you were doing it before,
Mm-hmm.
and then compared to how you're doing it now,
Mm-hmm.
like that shift. And what happened, you honor where you're at in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
was with yourself, got into 11 space, and then you started doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And how was it now compared to it was before?
It is drastically different. And even after some revelations today, it's even more different. So it's a great reference point. Thanks for bringing it up. To just really observe that, how things and we continue to evolve.
Yeah, that's the thing. Evolve.
Which has love in it, spelled backwards.
Oh my God.
It does.
Evolve. 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 Man. I can't believe we talked about aliens. We haven't mentioned our boy.
Who?
Damon T. Berry.
Yeah, what the heck? We don't have a Damon T. Berry clip to pull up?
We gotta use that next time.
All right,
You're
deal.
closer. But the one thing that brought attention is, and we didn't even mention this either, talking about aliens and stuff like that, the pyramids. But like Damon T. Berry, pretty much, and a lot of people saying that how the pyramids back in the day were created by extra-dimensional beings,
Mm-hmm.
extraterrestrial beings. That's extra-dimensional. Same thing. It's like the same thing, right?
Who knows?
But how, and it's so true because like the pyramids never have been duplicated, like those ones. Like nobody was able to build them yet. And how perfectly aligned and everything, and the geometrics and all the other stuff.
And that's just what's left, because there actually was another layer of stone on top of it. I think it was like a finer stone, maybe like marble or something like that, over the whole pyramid. And when that was placed down, there were no cracks in it whatsoever. It was seamless. It was like 0.0000001 millimeter. And what happened is that they actually took down that layer and they used that stone and they reassembled it somewhere else. I think there's like another holy building or something like that, somewhere around in that area that it was used to create. So it's like that's just what was underneath the actual beautiful finished product.
Yeah. So it makes you wonder, and also David T. Berry said it, and it's a hypothesis what he said, but he said like we were so advanced back in the day, and what happened is like a reset. Like, okay, these guys, they're not the humans and stuff like that. They're using these new technologies to disadvantage. And he said pretty much, what we're doing right now is experiencing a reset again of this, and I kind of resonate with that because I'm like, we haven't even had the technology yet to build the pyramids again. But also, there's a lot of like this information that we have that made technology evolve the way they evolved for us in this lifetime, meaning from back in the day with AOL, like the 56K modem, but like how like crazy technology is now. And it's like, where's this information coming from? Well, no, it comes from source, but like this information to that quick.
Yeah.
What has been like 22 years, 20 something years of just how quickly the technology has evolved. But then even with this technology evolving, we still don't have the technology yet to build the pyramids.
Isn't that crazy? Or
we may have it and they're just hiding it from us.
Or they're monetizing it.
Can you imagine? It's gonna be you're gonna see upcoming webinar program, how to build a pyramid. Hey everyone! In this video today, I'm gonna give you the 6 steps on how to build your own pyramid. It's for $4.99, but for today, only for today, we're gonna sell for $99. Don't worry. We only got 20 seats available.
Do you mind reading this comment?
Yeah. A theory I heard in Peru was that they had the technology to use sound vibration to melt the stones so it could form into place. Hell yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Because like frequencies, they affect us. And also, especially if it was built by higher dimensional beings, just imagine the abilities that these higher dimensional beings have. And it reminded me from that video was the ET encounter, the ET encounter one, where these people said, or what was it, the C5 group who does a collective C5 meditation.
What that stands for is Close Encounters of the Fifth
Close
Kind.
Encounter. That was the movie. But in this video, this one guy was talking about he had his hearing gone in one ear, and they did a meditation, and he said one of these extraterrestrial beings showed up in his room and started talking to him about stuff, and then what happened? Oh, the being asked them, "Oh, do you have any other questions or something?" He's like, "Yeah, got one of my ears I can't hear. Can you help me out with that?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And just like that, they snapped and his ears came back. His hearing came back.
Right. So that was a movie on Gaia.
Yeah.
With this guy,
Stephen Greer.
Oh shoot. They got something going down.
September 19th, yeah.
Let's share. That's interesting. So this guy that was on in the movie, Dr. Stephen Greer, he is the founder for the Center of the Study of ET Intelligence and Disclosure Project. Very, very interesting. At the Gaia Sphere Event Center, they are already planning an event in September. So they're training people on your ability to open two-way communication with extraterrestrial civilizations, authentic tools for making direct contact. Didn't we just say the webinar? What?
We did. It's a whole different thing.
Yes.
But like this is proof and was it Close Encounter of the Fifth Kind? Look that up on YouTube and Gaia. It's on free for Gaia. But take a look at that video because what they did with it, and it shows tangible proof of them doing it, is they do a collective meditation together at night or whatever times they're doing it. But they all connect together in this place of love all together synchronistically, they send the love out into the ethers and pretty much saying to these higher dimensional beings, like, hey, I want to connect with you, show us you're here. And then what happens from it is shit gets real because they start showing up and things start going on.
Which is what Daryl Anka, aka Bashar, and Lee Carroll, aka Cryon, and so
Cryon.
many others are already doing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yael.
Cryon. Thanks, Garrett. Garrett put me on Cryon. Oh my God. Look him up too. The stuff that Cryon says. Yeah. But it's cool times, man. It's really cool times out there of these type of things. And like I said, and the X-Files says all the time, the truth is out there. So it seems like the truth is out there, but it's coming in and showing and revealing itself even more. And can't wait to see what's going to happen from here. I guess it's going to get more, what's it called? More into the awareness when they start to land, start walking around and stuff. But that'd be interesting if they like stage it. Can you imagine they staged it?
How so?
Let's say like a stage happens of like these fake or the aliens. I forgot who said it. It was a hypothesis as well. They said using what's happened to UFOs as a way. What's the name said it? David Wilcott. Using the UFOs as a way to inflict more fear.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course his hypothesis is this whole fear tactic with the COVID and things like that to put more fear into the consciousness out there.
Mm-hmm.
But like using this like, oh, they're bad and like all this other stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Using it as a way of fear tactics, but also as a way of controlling even more.
What's interesting is that dynamic, what you're just talking about, you know, like whether people are going to receive it with fear or love, like that's inevitable, right? You know, by the law of polarization. If you introduce something into an environment, it's going to create both ends of the spectrum, no matter what.
Yeah, you see it in life right now, all the different topics out there. We can throw it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can say whatever we say, and then people are just going to take it from wherever state of consciousness that they're at.
Right.
And also the information, your belief patterns and things like that, and how you filter stuff. But also like what's been programmed and how whatever program you're in, program of like, okay, this person's the authority, so I got to listen to everything they say. And no matter what they say, it's the truth. No matter what they say, they tell me to do this, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting is that what if someone said that about love? Whatever love says that I should do, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. You know who did that?
Who?
Jesus. He died for love. That's deep. That's really doing what love says. We were just talking about that, how like they say like how he was like upset leading up to that, but he still did it for love. Now that's allowing love to take you somewhere. Ooh, yeah. Now that's allowing love. How many of us are willing to allow love to tell us what needs to be done in every moment? Allowing love to navigate us over our ego. That's the challenge that we all are taking on.
Comment. When we can tune ourselves to a matching vibration of these other than earthly beings, we can communicate with them through a form of like a channel.
It makes total sense because it's always pumped out there. We are all connected. We all are this. So if we all are connected, that includes all of this stuff. We can connect, and a lot of us, we go outside, we can connect with nature. We have a pet, we can connect with the pet. We have a loved one, connect with the loved one. Now we can expand it even more. It's like a internet. Damn.
Wait. Oh, snap.
What's happening? Oh, well, I need to work out. This is a good conversation.
Thanks for letting everyone know.
You can, yeah. What? I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, oh crap! I didn't even know it was almost 4:00.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. This was great.
Yeah,
Let's do it again.
we are gonna do it again.
I know.
So like, let's do it again. It's like, oh no, we're gonna do it again. Join us as we do it again.
Right. I should say it your way. Got it.
No, say it your way.
I did.
Yeah.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you too. And thank you to everyone. Until next time, stay magical.